Hey guys, welcome to the I Do It for Hip-Hop podcast, where DJ Bugsy, along with his guests, keep you up to date on the latest news in hip-hop and media. My name is Walter, one of the interns for the podcast, but let's get into something more important like our hot topics. On today's episode, we'll be chopping it up about if Dame Dash is wrong for calling out Funk Flex for hanging out with so-called culture vulture Lyor Cohen, and you know we gotta talk about R.Kelly. After even more prolific evidence has come out against R.Kelly in Lifetime's docuseries, will he continue to be supported or will he finally be reprimanded? On a lighter note, we'll also be discussing how the murderers of 7-year-old Jasmine Barnes have finally been arrested. Last but not least, today's a very special episode. It's the 2-year episode of the I Do It for Hip-Hop podcast. We'll be discussing how far DJ Bugsy has come with the podcast, as well as his plans for the future. Don't forget to check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, as well as CastBox. And now we have former intern for Power 99, former intern for Wendy Williams, host and co-host of Daily Grind Radio, Philly's #1 internet radio show, and now the curator and host of the I Do It for Hip Hop podcast, DJ Bugsy.
Man, listen, it's been a journey, and you know, I'm grateful for God for giving me the opportunity to do what I love, and it takes really perseverance and consistency to be great at what you do in order for you to be successful. And I want to thank my team, Walter and Nala. I know they've not been with me for a long time through the entire journey, but I'm glad that they're with me, and I really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate every other guest that was on my podcast for the last 2 years. And what's up next, we're going to get into that later, but I'm going to let my girl Nala break down the announcements and what's going on.
All right, so here are the announcements we have for this episode. Congratulations to this week's WCW winner at Allure_26. She is a model and an actress. Ooh, double-edged sword. Get him, girl. Yes, she's going to be joining us for our next episode on January 29th, 2019. She'll be a special guest on there. Right. And actually, I Do It for Hip-Hop podcast is now available on Spotify, so we're going to need that community to come up, support and engage with us. We're definitely excited.
Spotify.
New
Shout out
doors.
to all my Spotify folks.
Yes.
The whole community. I see y'all, baby. We here, baby.
New
we
year.
ain't going nowhere.
New year, new streams.
That's right.
We get it.
Let's get it. That's right.
Yeah, so we definitely have to mention, everyone knows Governor Bill Haslam has granted full clemency to Centoya Brown.
Yes.
That
Toya
deserves
Brown,
a round
baby.
of applause. August 7th, she's out.
That's right.
She's out. That deserves a standing ovation.
Oh, most
especially.
Definitely. Most definitely.
So we just want to make sure, guys, everyone, please make sure you are following us on Instagram at I Do It for Hip-Hop Pod. That's IDOIT, the number 4, Hip-Hop Pod. All right. If you have any business inquiries or if you want to be a guest on our podcast, make sure you send that email to idoitforhiphoppod@gmail.com. And those are our announcements.
Yes. So listen, I'm excited because today on this episode we have the winner of the WCW contest.
Yes.
And her name is S0ulooo. And she looks so nice, y'all. She don't like my mama potato salad.
All right. Wait a second. Can we give her a break? She fully
But she
noted.
do like that chicken.
But she fully noted and she told you she don't like potato salad before she tasted it. It's all right, girl. I got your back.
She got your back.
We
and
stick
she's
together.
a dancer. And she's a dancer like you. So I want y'all
I
to
gotta
network.
have her back.
Huh?
I said I gotta have her back.
Yeah, because she's a dancer like you. So I want y'all to network. I want y'all to get into it. And I can't wait to have her conversation with her because I want to know how she, do her little thing, her little dance thing.
Yeah,
and maybe we can get you to do a little.
Shoulder
Because you
roll.
got, we got the drinks now. Don't forget about you got that punch, that cherry punch. That's
When the
going
punch
on.
getting me, my shoulders roll.
You ain't take the shot though, so it's like, what's up with that shot? You gotta take that shot.
Because you pour me a cup of straight water.
It's too much.
Listen, so first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to all the listeners, the followers. It is 2019, and this is episode 45. It's a 2-year anniversary, and I'm super excited because I got my man Reesebangem, Frankfurt's very own. He gonna come and kill it. I can't wait to chop it up with him. He's a true MC. Like I'm talking about. It make you get that 90s feel, that Nas, that Biggie, that Tupac feel. Not that mumble rap that we got of today, and none of that. And none of that shit that Soulja Boy was doing on FaceTime. None of that bullshit. We ain't doing that. We ain't clout chasing. We ain't clout chasing on this podcast. So how was your New Year? I want to know, how did you bring your New Year in? My New Year was pretty simple. I had a drink, went to bed. Fuck it. That's what I did.
I'm trying to remember, what did I do for New Year's?
Whoa. Yo, so you was knocked the fuck out before 12 o'clock came in.
Oh, I just remember. All right, so
Okay.
me and my best friend Kyle, we went to this party because we were either gonna go to a party or the local bar Landmark, for anyone who knows around.
Oh yeah, I
Glassboro.
know about
Yeah,
Landmark.
so
most
but
definitely.
to get into Landmark, it was $10. So we were like, nah. So we went to the party, and like everyone, we were kind of we were wearing like hoodies.
I guess
and
it wasn't
stuff.
worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Yeah, we went to the party. We were wearing hoodies and stuff. It was funny. Everyone was like super dressed up.
Okay.
And we were just
Okay.
wearing like hoodies and like pants,
Right.
but it was funny.
That's all right.
It was all right though. It was a fun night.
You made everybody else feel overdressed. That's all.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, not too much. Have fun though. What about you, Nyla?
My New Year's Eve was full of mixed emotions. So, if y'all don't know already, I am primarily a makeup artist, and
Really?
yes, and I am currently working with the up and coming artist Arlyn at Arlyn Music on Instagram.
Okay.
So she was supposed to be opening for Rick Ross that night.
Yeah, I remember
And yes, and so we were getting ready, and we're on our way down to the venue, and she gets a phone call that it was canceled.
that. Wow.
Like an hour before doors were opening, there was a line around the building.
Dang.
And so that was shot, So
Right.
we were like, no way. So I just tried to, pump the team back up. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, these type of things, they happen all the time.
Right.
But we're not just going to let this get in the way of our vibes for 2019.
Right.
So I closed it out, went to my cousin's Black Excellence party. It was a bunch of black people dressed up being bougie for no reason. But it was cool.
It's
We
cool.
had a good time. We had a good time. And my
Right.
New Year's Eve, it was definitely blessed. Wrapped it up with some fam,
That's
That's
nice.
what's up.
as you should.
All right, so we're going to take a little music break. We're going to get into Reesebangem. We got Solo coming up now. Like I said, this is the 2-year anniversary Do It for Hip-Hop podcast. I appreciate all the listeners, the followers. I'm about to get some chicken. I'm about to get my mama potato salad. I'll be back on the other side. Keep it hip-hop. I have my first guest. Her name is S0ulooo. Like listen, let me tell you something. When I first seen your name, I'm like, and then hold up, so low, like, and then she got all these motherfucking O's going across, like, oh, and then I was like, so motherfucking low. I'm like, all right, that's what it is. So welcome to the podcast. I appreciate you. Listen, and by the way, she's from my alma mater. Let's get that fucking LU, baby.
All day.
LU Lincoln in the motherfucking building. Listen, put the hands up. Put the hands up. LU is in the motherfucking building. I appreciate you. Your dance skills is on another level. Now, let me get to your motherfucking email first. Let's start off with the email and the pictures and the dancing.
Okay.
So you sent me the pictures, you sent me the video, and you did some shit. I don't know how the fuck you did that shit, but that shit was crazy. So I want to salute you on the fact that you can bend and toss and turn.
Thank you.
Hey, listen.
A lot of
you
hard
killing
work.
it. A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
So you go to the gym every day?
No. I haven't been to the gym in like
I just said no.
3 months, honestly.
No. Oh, for real?
Like the first time I went back was a couple days ago when I posted that picture.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
you go, what, once a week? Or
I try to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get started in dancing? Like, so you do both. So how you maintain both? How do you do the modeling and the dancing? What's more important to you?
I guess it depends on what's convenient at the moment.
Okay.
Like, I haven't danced in a while. If anything,
Right.
I just like dance around my house just to keep myself, conditioned and stuff.
Right.
But right now, I'm trying to model and thing because it's just more like opportunity with that right now. Because
Right.
like my work schedule is like
Crazy.
so it's hard to like dance conflicts with that. So
Right.
like I'm just trying to make it work. But I started. It was random. Actually, my mom had randomly asked me when I was 6. She was like, "Oh, do you want to dance? Like, do you want to take some dance classes?" Because her daughter took classes, and I was just like, "Okay." Like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know I could do it. I never told her I wanted to.
Do it.
It was just random, and then it was just something that stuck with me.
Okay.
Like, So it was just natural. So I just kept doing it until like college. And then once college came, like I kind of stopped because I was more focused on like my major. Okay. Trying to like get my career set and then go back to dance. Right. So I'm just trying to figure all that out now.
Okay. So what did you actually take up at Lincoln? What did you go
Clinical counseling psychology.
Whoa. Yep. Dealing with the brain.
Yep.
So you're done?
Yeah, I want to go back for my master's.
Oh, you are done? You already walked?
Yeah.
Okay.
2017.
Okay. So were you able to get a job in your field, or you had
Kinda, like right now I'm in social work.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to be more in like psychology, like clinical therapy and all of that, but this is like a good stepping stone, just learning and working with like young girls with issues, and it helps. I'm learning a lot, so it's a good like intro to what I want to do.
Okay. So what do you think about mental health and how it's being pushed around? Some things for the good, some things for the bad. You know, you got Jaded, you got Charlamagne the God. What's your thoughts on us as black people in our community? We don't really take mental illness serious. What's your thoughts on that since you're actually in the field?
Yeah, I really got into the field because I feel as though there aren't enough black psychologists as well as like just black mental health focused groups or like you know,
because we shame on it, right?
Yeah, it's like make it like you feel like you have to go sit down and talk to somebody of another race because I don't know. Sometimes like when people see a black psychologist, they think it's like inferior, and it's like, well, what do you know? What can you tell me? And it's kind of weird. Like, what can somebody else tell you about yourself? Like, we think differently, we develop differently. Like, it's certain things that we're like, it's so much I can get into. Like,
we're gonna get into.
But like black psychology, I took that twice in college just because it was just such a good class. I feel like everybody should take it. Right. Like, it's just a lot of discrepancy and all of that.
So let me ask you a question. Since we on mental health, do you think R.Kelly has a mental health problem?
Yes.
Do you think it was created because his older sister molested him as a kid?
Yep.
So how do you look at, because see, I had a different perspective on R.Kelly after seeing the document series, Surviving R.Kelly. I do think that he should go to jail, but what I do think that needs to be implemented whenever he's ever convicted, if he is ever convicted, because he might not be, but he needs to be some kind of program while he's in jail.
I completely agree.
Because it's mental. It's not just, I want to fuck all these underage women. Yeah. It's mental. A man is not going to be attracted to a young girl.
No, it is
I don't give a damn how bad Aaliyah is. Exactly. I'm not trying to have sex with Aaliyah.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly. It's an issue.
And I think that they're trying to make R.Kelly be the poster child for pedophilia. And I think that's absurd because this country was built on sexual assault, sexual misconduct. Our ancestors was raped. Our children was raped. So it's generational. Yeah, and they're trying to make it like, oh, the last 30 years, the last 20 years is all about R.Kelly. And I'm just like, no, this shit been going on way before your grandma was the fuck
been going on. And but his situation just shows you that nobody cares that much because he's black and because it's black girls that's getting affected. Like, even when you watch the documentary, like, people were saying, like, they were too fast and they shouldn't have been doing this, they shouldn't have been doing that. It's not about that.
Exactly.
The grown man should be responsible, not.
And so should them damn parents. Because that shit doesn't make sense. I got a daughter that's 16. You think I'm going to let my daughter, because she has dreams to be a dancer or a singer, to be in a studio with a grown-ass man?
By yourself? No.
Like, no, I don't give a damn. You could be Michael motherfucking Jackson. That's the dead. That's my nigga. That's the dead. That's my nigga. But seriously, I don't give a damn. And I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand how parents, I'm talking to you. Yeah. How the fuck do you let your kids be in the studio with a grown ass man and you are piling in what you do in the fucking bed, smashing and scraping? While your fucking child is getting fucked by a grown ass man because you worried about the dick at home. Stop worrying about the dick at home. Get your fucking daughter out of fucking harm's way.
But some of them don't care. Like,
I'm trying to tell you.
Some of them don't care. Like, he pays some of them off to not say nothing. I don't think no amount of money could make me.
Because it's for life. Once you get molested, it's post trauma. It's for life.
Exactly.
Like, you can have all the counseling you want, but you're never going to forget that night. You're never going to forget that day and that moment.
Ever.
It's sick,
crazy.
Man. So, are you into sports?
No. I tried cross country in high
I can't
school.
talk to you about the motherfucking
I sucked
Eagles.
at that.
Yeah, the motherfucking Eagles. Shout out to the motherfucking Eagles.
I do love the Eagles, though.
The motherfucking Eagles. The motherfucking Eagles. These motherfuckers is unbelievable. Shout out to Nick Foles. Nick Foles is better than Carson Wentz. As I said it, I think that the Eagles need to get rid of fucking Carson Wentz because he's a walking time bomb. He's not better than Nick motherfucking Foles. And yes, I fucking said it. Okay? A guy like Nick Foles went to the Super Bowl, beat the fucking Bears, and now he's in fucking Bourbon Street, New Orleans, about to put an ass whooping on Drew fucking Brees. Yeah, I fucking said it. I'm not an Eagles fan, by the way, but I fucking said it. Okay? So this is how we do it. So listen, we're going to take a small break, and we got my man Reesebangem coming up next, and we're going to let you chill. I'm going to let you chill and hang out with me and my man Reesebangem, because we about to get into his career and what he do. And we're going to find a little bit more about you. But we're going to go back. Matter of fact, this nigga is so good, I got to play this shit again. My boy Reesebangem is in the building, man.
Yeah,
listen, let me just give y'all the history of Reesebangem. Let me just start off with the history. So I met Reesebangem a few years ago. Shout out to my man Ant, we run the streets. And he came on the Deli Grind radio show, and he killed it. And from that point, man, we stayed in contact. And when I tell y'all, like, listen, I don't co-sign a lot of artists. I don't give a damn where they're from. They can be from Mars, Venus, Pluto out this motherfucker. If I co-sign you 9 times, no, I'm going to say 10 times out of 10. Fuck 9. 10 times out of 10, he that nigga.
Right.
Am I right, Reese?
Yeah, I mean, you co-signing me, man. So
he like, fuck that. I don't know who else you co-signing.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
I'm 10 toes down. Don't call you co-signing me. We good. Right. So, bro, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. And listen, I'm still banging the Volume 1. I'm still listening to that shit. That shit is still in my changer, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me, man.
What? First of all, I want to know what you working on. What you got coming up? Because it's 2019. I know you about to flood the streets.
For sure.
We got a Volume 2. Do you got a collaboration project with Young Primo? Because you know the last time I came to your listening session, I told you, y'all two need to do a collaboration project like Styles and Jay to do it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just talking to Primo probably for like an hour today. Just on some regular, what's up? We was talking music, but yeah, that's my man. You know, right. One time Frankfurt stand up.
Yeah, Frankfurt.
Me and Primo got something in the works. We so much shit we got. So
okay.
Me and him could put out a project right now. It'd probably be a couple songs, like 7 songs, something like that. Yeah, because he always, come through. Yeah. And we just work, create, do little shit. We from the same hood, so
right.
That really ain't about nothing.
Okay.
I got a whole lot, man. Pure Hustle, we working, man. I got the website done.
Okay.
It's up.
Congratulations on that.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I seen that, and I seen you performed at the Philly Hip-Hop Awards as well. How was that for you?
That was, it was all good, man. Everything.
Right.
All exposure is good exposure for me right now.
Absolutely.
We coming from the bottom, so
yeah.
That came from like a showcase. They had like a showcase down Voltage
Lounge. Okay.
Yeah, the whole hood came out and went crazy for me. So
they was like, yo, you gotta be.
It was like a no-brainer. Like, yeah, dude, yo, he won.
That bull.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Then that's how I did the Philly Hip-Hop Awards, and that was a good joint too.
Right.
I opened it up, so I guess before all the other stuff
all the bullshit
happened,
went down.
Yeah, it was all good when I was there. I ain't see nothing. None of that happened when I was there.
I feel you.
Philly Hip Hop Awards was cool for Pure Hustle. We had a good time in there.
I appreciate that. So listen, man, I want to know from you, man, because you evolved. I feel like you evolved from the first time I met you to now. You see the movement pushing. You see the videos, the visuals.
Right.
You see everything looking good, the logo. You got your cameraman with the light. My man Wesley. He did your shit when you came to DG too. He killed that joint too. But what I want to know from you is, do you feel like you're getting the credit do you deserve? And do you feel like because your lyrics is not for everybody, it's straight street, that you're not going to get the credit because a lot of these niggas is trying to go commercial and you not? How do you feel about that?
On some real rap, man, just to be always honest, because you my man. So, like, I don't really be on that. Like, I feel like, like if you ain't never played a record for her sitting right here, and she never heard it, then she would never know. You feel me? So that's work that I gotta put in. If I ain't come here tonight, then these 3-4 people you said was just liking it would never know. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't be like, oh, you know, that I don't get the credit I deserve. If anything, I'm gonna be on my own back. Like, nigga, you ain't working hard enough. You feel me? Like, I ain't really tripping off of nobody not mentioning me when they talk about the top in Philly, or not mentioning me, because for real, to me, it's bigger than that. You feel me? Like, I ain't really tripping off of
Philly,
who the hottest, right here. Like, I'm trying to elevate. So, you know, if you hot and you doing you, I respect what they doing. The people that they is mentioning, you know, I'm double tapping and 100 and dropping hashtag Philly under that shit, because that's what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get my turn. Like, I'm gonna get my turn as long as I keep doing what I'm doing. I got a lot of confidence in the product that I got. So just like you say, I'm hot, I feel the same way. So, you know, I just feel like once I get it out there and people, you know, get a whiff of it, I ain't never spit for nobody and they say I was corny, or nobody never heard it or not fuck with it. So it's like, it's something I be feeling like, damn, you know, I gotta just go harder. I gotta hit the studio. I gotta put this music out. I gotta put these videos out. I gotta grind. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Like, it ain't going, you know, if anything, I ain't put the work in. They ain't really mentioning you. That's just for any artist, shit, man, or whatever it is you doing. Like, if ain't nobody talking about you, like, you ain't working hard enough. It don't matter how hot you is, or you know, how good your basketball game is. Like, dog, if you ain't running around here in them leagues, ain't nobody gonna know you could shoot and dribble and all that. Like, you gotta go out there. You gotta go play. So that's just, you know what I mean? That's how I look at all that, you know what I mean? But like you say, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, my laces can't be tied. But I ain't tripping about it. Ain't nothing I ain't bragging or boasting about it, because that's how we all supposed to feel.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
I respect that. So we're going to change gears, because you're a father, right?
Yeah.
And I am too. I have a 16-year-old daughter. So I want to know your feelings on the R.Kelly situation. You know I was going to ask you that, bro.
Yo, I swear I knew you was coming with this shit. Man, I said, yo, this nigga gonna ask me about R.Kelly tonight.
So listen,
I knew you was gonna ask me that, man.
Should we mute R.Kelly, or should we get him help? Because I feel like we should get him help, not just mute him. Because muting him is not going to help him. Mute him is just going to take his money away, but he can still have the same mindset.
Yeah, I really just ain't fucking with that whole situation, man. I got 4 daughters, dog. You feel me? I got 4 daughters, man, and the son, shout out to him, but we talking about this situation. So it's like people be putting up memes and just, you know, the culture is so fucked up. You don't know if people serious or they playing. And this ain't no playing matter. Like, when I be seeing memes or people putting up him singing certain lines and he, like, I got 4 daughters. Like, so even just being in a podcast talking about that shit be uncomfortable, because it's like, man, I would have fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't even. That shit is like, you know, whatever gonna happen for R.Kelly gonna happen to him. I really don't, you know what I mean? I'm just here. He just opened my mind to protect mine more. You feel me? Make sure I got my little divas
protected. Because I feel like
protected.
it's partly the parents' fault too, for just allowing the kids to be in the studio with a grown-ass man, and you're not checking, I don't give a damn if it was Michael Jackson. I'm not letting my 16-year-old daughter be in the studio with a superstar. I don't give a fuck who you is. It's not happening. Not on my watch. You feel me? And I'm sure you feel the same way.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, get him some help, mute him, all that shit in one roll up. Like,
he said it one roll.
Get him out there and help him at the same time.
I can't deal with you, bro.
You feel me?
So all right. So who you? Because now I know you usually deal with. I'm trying to think that producer guy you usually always work with. What's his name?
My man, Real Infamous.
So is he on the new project? Do we got?
Infamous got a whole lot of. We got a lot of unreleased product.
So what you right gonna do? Because you know like, Primo doing the lost tapes. Do you feel like he about to drop a lost tape? So do you feel like you gonna drop just a separate project, just a shit that never came out? Because you know, I know a lot of time as artists, y'all record a lot of music, but it never comes out.
That was like the plan. Like, I was just going to probably drop like a couple songs to warm up the project with some videos and you know, all that type of good stuff. And that's still what it is, because there's so much music in there. I'm just, you know, 2019, I feel like I just gotta, I gotta put it out there. I gotta drop it. This the year, like, where it really ain't no holding back. None of that shit is like, man, this shit already been sitting here. So I'm just like, yo, go ahead, man. I'm putting it out. Yeah. So I got something in the works that's kind of like, you know, I guess what you were just saying, Primo was doing with the lost tapes type shit, like just some bunch of tracks. I got some shit. I don't know what I'm gonna name it or if I'm gonna just throw it out, but it's definitely in the works. I got some sessions coming up. I just gotta tweak a couple things, and then that's going to start flying now. Yeah. I'm trying to have that flying ASAP, just on the out the blue type.
So what's your process, bro? Because I know a lot of times when you record, you be having your team with you. Y'all get y'all drinks. You get, like, how do you get into your zone as an artist? Does it just come naturally, or you feel like you gotta write? Like, cause some artists don't write. So how do you do your process when you record?
Yeah, I just be in there. You know, people be like, they say crazy stuff. Be like, yo, how the fuck you be doing that shit? Cause I be on that same type time. I don't be having shit. You
don't be having a pen and a paper.
No, I work with a lot of people. They'll tell you they seen the shit happen. But it's all about like the music. I think like the beat, the production, the vibes that's going on could like determine what's kind of like probably gonna be created. Yeah. But for me, for the most part, I could really like, I go wherever the music take me. It's not really about like y'all being in here drinking and smoking, or if we ain't drinking or smoking. It's just like, yo, with this beat telling me to talk about and rap about, that's what's gonna come out. Right. It's just, you know, depending on what's around me might determine the time-wise, you feel me? Like, it might be like, yo, if I'm in here, I'm locked in, I'm by myself, you know, a song could take an hour, 2 hours. Or if I'm in here with a bunch of people, it could take longer. But I done been in there with a bunch of people and did one of the quickest songs I ever did in my life. It just was because the topic was hot. It was, the beat was good. Everything happened like there, and it just, the song was done fast, and it was 30 people in there. So it's just really be about the vibe. Yeah, the vibe. It's all about just the beat, for real, for real. That's really what be getting me. Yeah, the beat, because I just can't rap on anything. I be having to have like, I be picky with that.
Dark beats?
No, I don't have to be.
Because remember when Bean said Uchi Wally was a happy beat? When he was coming at
I understand what he's saying. I can hear the happiness in the beat, or maybe I'm from Philly. So, you know, I'm just relating to Beans. But now I can hear that being a happy beat, but I can rap on that beat depending on what I'm talking about. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. So another thing I noticed about your music, it's so vivid, and you always mention Dayo. I want you to talk a little bit about how his death kind of like what did to your music, because you always mention him. And what was your relationship like before he died?
That was my man, R.P. Dayo, man. That was somebody that, you know, I've been with him since like second grade. Like that was my dog. I mean, day one for real. Okay. And I had went away, you know, went through my little trials and error. And when I came home, I wasn't really rapping. Like I wasn't really on music. Like I was like, yo, I'm trying to get time back. I got kids. Yeah. I miss some time. I'm just, I mean, I'm in a different mode. Like, and we was like out there in the neighborhood one day, and they was like, yeah, you ain't got it. Like a couple of niggas was saying I ain't got it. So I start rapping. And my man Dub and my man Fly, they just was like, yo, man, you like the best kept secret. You keep playing with it. Like, no, you gotta go. And Dayo just passion for me to start rapping again just was like on a whole nother level. I just was like, all right, whatever. Yeah. And then like couple weeks later, he got sessions booked talking about, yo, man, you got stuff to do. You got raps because we going to the booth. And I'm just like, man, y'all niggas serious? Like, y'all niggas want me to rap? Like, so I'm just like, all right, I'm cool. Whatever. So we started going doing the sessions. Then we pulled out the camera. It wasn't Wes at the time. It was another homie who had a camera. He came down, recorded. Dev, my man Dayo, he was like just behind the whole like, yo, Reese need to rap again. And my brother was booked. Dre.
Yeah,
and
Dre.
they used to be like, he'd call, talk to him. They'd just be on it like, yo, we gotta keep him on it.
Yeah.
I just seen a lot of passion in Dev just with the music. When I came back, he always was my homie. Always. I mean, he was there when I was writing raps in a book in sixth grade and all that type stuff. So, you know, when we lost him, just the whole neighborhood and the team, he just even beyond the music. I mean, he definitely was somebody back where I'm from.
Okay.
I mean, he definitely was somebody. So that just was, you know, it was a hurt piece. Like I went months without even going to the studio because all my sessions he was there with me. You feel me?
And it felt weird.
Yeah, it just was different.
Right.
You know what I mean, it was different just for the hood to adapt to that. It was just a lot of real stuff going on at the time. So now moving forward, I just try to, you know, that's my way of keeping him alive. I just felt like that's what he felt like, that this was my calling. Like, yo, you rap, yo, like you hot, you could change what's going on with music.
Right.
So I just feel like, you know, that now that I'm taking it serious, I gotta, you know, keep my boy name alive in the process. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that, bro. Like I said, man, and it's good because a lot of times when you lose people, it's hard. It's hard to remember them, but sometimes you be so caught up with your own life and what you doing that you don't think about mentioning their names. You know what I'm saying? I lost a homie when I was a freshman in college. You know what I'm saying? The same day Biggie got killed, my homie got killed.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's sad, man. You know, and it seems like it's getting worse. Yeah, it's getting better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You already know, man.
So now we about to get into this freestyle, man. You know, we about to let you do your thing.
You already.
Hey yo, I been hot. All the fuckery should've been stopped. Flow like this, the whole hood should've been locked. It couldn't been me, man. Somebody would've been shot. All that back and forth, man. Somebody should've been rocked. Feel it in the air. Yeah, as soon as the wind stop, I'm coming through with 50. Let it rip to the pin drop. Tired of niggas saying they ballin', getting rim blocked. You ain't never fuck with them niggas, cause they been ops. You ain't never. Hold up. Yo. Yo, check. For the right price, you can get whatever you need. I tell them youngins keep it G, you know, never be fleas. You just hope you stay the same, that's whenever you leave. If it was up to me, then the snakes never breathe. I hate when niggas get to talking like they never bleed. So caught up being followers, they never lead. You know the oath, put it on the folks, you never speak. Ain't no peace when there's real beef, you never could speak. Go through that bitch every day, kill whoever this week. Retaliation come with murder, it was never police. I heard silence is the key to success. Where I'm from, violence is the key to respect. I keep me a set. Tell my shooter, breathe on his neck. Your own man to set you up for a key of the best. They running off on the plug, can't keep a connect. Then it's off with his head, but they leaving his neck. It can be your odd number, we can even the bet. Keep talking about the streets, but you be on the steps. 50 shots, yup, let this drum beat on your chest. Come through your block with a mop and I'm cleaning the set. Or send a baby face killer you won't even expect. Ain't no way to play the cards, cause I'm cleaning the deck. Huh? God damn. You know it's your boy, man. Pure Hustle Entertainment. Huh? Yo. Check. Yo. Oh, you said one more, Bugsy? Let me get one more, man. I got y'all. Check. Nowadays you ain't poppin' unless you got it. Where I'm from, boy, you ain't poppin' unless you locked it. Everybody saying they popped it but never shot it. And everybody saying they got it but never copped it. I'm only here just to remind you cause you forgot it. You can't claim you played the game and only watched it. I seen a lot of niggas that had the ball and they dropped it. Close friends turning to enemies over profit. They lost principles, these niggas ain't using logic. No grown man should participate in no gossip. Female tendencies out here counting pockets. You the plug, they plotting to pull you out of socket. They out of pocket, that's why I'm keeping my distance. Trigger finger, you know them suckers that keep it itching. Real nigga, only a sucker could see a difference. Stand tall, only a sucker could be a witness. Tell on your man, take the stand and get out of jam. I take the cam, before I ever tell on the fam. It was soft white, but we whipped it the hard tan. It was hard nights, but we did it for large bands. We be alright. Right now I'm playing my hand with a drum on me. I ain't never play in a band with my day ones. And that box played in the sand. I seen Dev in the box. I had to bury my man. That shit hurt. With a shovel I pitched dirt. My childhood friend I had to carry out of a hearse. This can't be life. I ain't notice how shit work. Then Dre get hit. How the fuck could it get worse? We ain't letting that shit slide. Slide on them oppas and letting that shit fly. Pray for the click, just hoping we get by. And when Dave died, I watched them kids cry from the scene to the cemetery. That shit was real. I seen the son read the obituary. Gave me the chills every day I see his sister wear. And never heal when I'm still screaming free beast. He got a will. I know how I feel to talk to her.
All right, so before we go, like I said, I want to say thank you to Lex Dom first, because Lex Dom, when it comes to Do It for Hip Hop podcast, it's like her own. She promotes, she connects me with people. She's just like my right hand when it comes to this brand and this podcast. So I want to give a big shout out to Lex Dom, seriously.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Now, Reesebangem, man, listen,
man.
bro. I'm still like,
Bugsy
damn, I'm
caught
still
me
trying
off.
to catch up with them words you were saying.
Yeah, he caught me off guard a little bit, but I got it together though. You know how I
So
go.
I appreciate you, bro. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. I mean, it's so many people. Cree Forrest, B. McFly,
Yes.
Lex Dom,
Yes.
Bahamadia,
Yes.
Young Primo,
Yes.
Bean Bean, Kid with the
Yes.
Gift. It's so many people. Oh, my boys from Brooklyn, BK Hustle. Shout out to them. We did a Biggie episode. It's so many people. I want to shout out to RKelly. They be sending me artists as well to be on my platform. Everybody, Dave Silver, everybody down there. This is Do It for Hip Hop Podcast. It's your boy DJ Bugsy. And before we go, Lex Dom, just tell them what you feel like my podcast means to Philly hip hop community.
Oh my goodness. God, where do I start?
I don't
Like
know.
it's
Somebody hit them lights. Turn the lights up. I think the lights went down.
Somebody hit the
Turn
lights down.
Turn that light up. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, I just feel like for already going on 2 years,
Right.
it has been a staple for the city.
Right.
You know, from everyone that been on, like you said, from Cree Forest.
Cree Forge.
I'm sorry, I'm saying Cree name
Kid with the
because I'm
gift.
so used to saying Cree.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to the P.
Right.
Bahamadia. It's so much history. You bring so much history, so much present.
Right.
Like you really, really, really know what it means to be a hip hop connoisseur and really
Right.
put on for not just the city but for the culture.
Period.
So like from the Tupac episodes to just everything that you do for the artists and for people to actually have a platform, it's just powerful. So I'm ready to see the level up. I'm ready to see 2019 just
Right.
take you all the way.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we was in New York and people knew who you were in NYC.
Oh yeah, damn! When
That
we went
was
to the
big.
Rod Digger event, they
Yes,
sure
it was-
did know.
yeah.
Ain't you the boy of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up,
It's
man.
major. Yeah.
What you think? Reese?
You know, I love it, man. You know, I always
Right.
support what you got going on, man, for sure, man. You
Yeah.
already know, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, just it'd be needed. It'd be needed. You feel
Right.
me? It'd be needed. So to have this platform and use it for the the hip hop, and then
Right.
you keep it real.
Yeah.
Not really being just trying to be politically correct, man.
Yeah.
You ain't saying I'm doing it for hip hop, but
Right.
you know what I mean, you
Yeah.
up here with just anybody. No, you doing it for hip hop and everybody that you bring.
Right.
'Cause, I see it, I
Yeah.
follow it, I'm liking it. I watch everybody you got up here.
Yeah.
You bringing hip hop up this joint, so it's just
Absolutely.
it's needed. It's definitely needed. I mean, from everybody, from people like me that's grounding and people who already got their names and platforms, and for
Right.
you to be able to get everybody,
Yeah.
man, it's dope. I always respect it.
Man, listen, I'm so excited that I did 2 years. It's been a hell of a grind, and people don't realize like it's like night and day and night. I can't tell y'all countless nights where I wanted to give up, where I wanted to stop. It ain't doing this, it ain't doing that, but I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm here. You know what I'm
keep it
saying?
going,
And I'm
man.
gonna keep it going. I'm
As
on
you
45. This
Right.
joint dropped January 17th.
Early.
I appreciate everybody from Reesebangem to my interns, Victor, Nyla, the whole team, the food. Shout out to my mom with the potato salad. I love you, Mom.
The
Deuces.
potato salad was
good.
rocking.
Definitely.
I appreciate that, Mom. I love you. This is Do It for Hip Hop Podcast. Keep it hip hop. Peace.